How can you predict the size of a fraction? Evaluate each of the fractions below. So there's a couple ways to do this. I think the book gives you a little note that says that you can multiply by like 10 on the top and the bottom until you get a decimal out of the denominator. So in this case here, we can multiply this by 100 over 100, which is like our giant 1 principle. Doesn't change the value, just changes the way that it looks. That would end up giving us 100 over 1, which is just 100. And so how can you predict the size of a fraction? Well, if we're dividing it by a really small number, that means we're really going to get a really big number. Another way of doing it, right, is this here represents tens, hundredths, 10,000ths place, right? So this is really negative 1 over 1, 10, thousandth. And then we multiply by the reciprocal when we are dividing by a fraction. So it's negative 1 times 10,000, which is negative 10,000. Again, you can do it either way because it ends up being the same math, but you're just multiplying it to try and get the denominator to be 1 so that we can see what our numerator ends up being. In this case here, we end up multiplying by 1,000,000 by the top and the bottom. And so we end up getting 1,000,000 over 1. This one ends up being 100 million, so we end up getting negative 100 million. What happens when you divide a number by a number that is much, much smaller? Well, then we get a really, really big number.